Actually, in Newtonian mechanics, there are white spots and the most important of them, the definition of the vacuum, as empty space. Just at this moment and there was a huge problem. To solve it was not possible to anyone in the past, at least about 100 years. So what? Weight of contention and the issue of gravity. Analysis of retention pound dumbbells in the gravitational field of the Earth, held by Richard Feynman in the framework of his lectures on physics of the 20th century, one volume, led him to the paradoxical conclusion that there is no movement of the material body, there is no work, and therefore there is no flow of energy. Without entering into the debate, we will consider the work of anti-gravitational field of land a real fact, and, on the basis of careful study of the weights of the rest on the throne formulate postulate, energy to perform work against the force of gravity of land taken from the environment, the vacuum. Moreover, the configuration, the stability and physical properties of the material body have worked the binding energy, which is a constant stream of physical vacuum in the direction of the center of mass, and creates a gravitational field material body. Furthermore, the theory of electrons key in understanding gravity by combining physical fields, is the law of the defect, the binding energy of material bodies. This rule is equally acceptable and in the microcosm and in the macrocosm, including the scale of the observer. Obviously, the energy of the impact is adjustable by an external force, implemented, free vibrations of the plate. The process is shown in slide 1. A defect of the binding energy is emitted or borrowed G energy from the physical vacuum and generates an oscillating field of gravitation. Emission and detection of G-C energy on slide 2. One can see that the emission of gravitational waves is isotropic and does not require any medium, except vacuum, for the distribution and detection of this energy. The author designed a detector for the detection of gravitational waves, and the results for the first time is to you. On the first slide shows gravigram harem frequency 11 Hz, which is close to the frequency of alpha resonance of planet Earth. It is obvious that there is no white noise, and random system gravishoki characteristic of them is located in the middle of the timeline. You can see that the shock wave is discharged area. And on this slide shows the gravigram harem at 8 Hz, start time and duration of the session is similar gravigram at 11 Hz. One can observe a similar system gravishoki, but it is not traceable to the data presented in the previous slide. Thus it can be argued that the effect of the resonance is of paramount importance when registering gravishoki. Moreover, the density of events, with the radiation energy of the image gravishoki significantly increased in proportion to the frequency of the pendulum, detector observer. Obviously, with the sensor gravishoki not give full information about the location of the event, leading to a defect energy of the material body. For complete information necessary to construct volumetric positioning sensors station sensor, at least 4, which will have to calculate the location of the source and gravishoki. Which events give rise gravishoki? First of all its faults in the Earth's crust, resulting in earthquakes. Further, any event with the transformation of the binding energy within the Earth, other planets, stars, the Sun, as well as supernovae explosions and other processes in the remote space. Further, it is likely that the alpha rhythm is a consequence of human rhythm of the planet Earth, just equal to 11 Hz. It is possible that a person has the ability to read hidden information. Gravitational range fills the surrounding area of the Earth. Gravishoki found on the last 2 slides gravigramma confidently confirm the nature of the gravitational field, as a stream of gravitons in the direction of the center of mass of the material body. The formation of gravitational radiation is the result of transformation of the energy of the defect which, according to the principle of equivalence of radiant energy and gravitational mass, a mass defect. Thus, the binding energy of the defect is a mechanism for the annihilation of matter body or mechanism of conversion of radiant energy to the gravitational mass. Moreover, the denial of the existence of a mind in the solar system and other worlds, mainly motivated by the lack of interception of communication channels. But experience has shown that in the last 100 years, the use of M for these purposes is absolutely unacceptable in the absence of signs of use. Possible that the G-band is that missing link radiation to the essential task of humanity. Are we alone? In conclusion, a modest conclusion, the vacuum is not empty space, and the physical environment is full of surprises that have no analogues in the real world. Therefore, the foundation of physics and astrophysics, founded in the 20th century, annihilated, and we are led to revolutionary changes in science.